We
Had to give me some H2O, my boy.
hope it's cold.
It ain't room temp.
Is it wet?
Personal foul.
We ain't even recording yet. Already.
Is the water wet? You know.
Technically,
Come
yes.
on, man. Look.
Yes, water is wet.
Man, look.
Is water dry?
I mean, it's
When you touch it, do your fingers stay dry?
depends. Was it dry?
I got a
water?
real
Was it-
question for you. Somebody asked me this the other day.
Okay.
You got $1 million on the line. You can do one of three things.
I'm listening.
You get 10 attempts to get a hit off Ohtani, 10 attempts to tackle Derrick Henry in the open field, or 10 attempts to score on LeBron. Which one you choosing?
First of all, Ohtani is going to strike me out smooth, so I'm not taking that.
You can't hit off a T-ball.
Don't disrespect
I'm
me
sorry,
now.
bro.
You know I be smacking balls. Pause. Take that back. I be hitting
Baseball.
ain't no way you can even bring that back. LeBron is what, 6'9", 6'8"? I'm not getting no shot off of him. About to get that out of here.
So you finna catch Derrick Henry in the
I'm
open
catching
field?
that homie in the open field.
10 attempps.
Yes.
I
I feel great. I feel great about it.
Would you rather see him or Marshawn Lynch in the alley?
It don't even matter.
Bring it to him.
It don't even matter.
Line him up.
It don't even matter.
Line him up.
For the million, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. Concussion or all, whatever. We go. I'm 34 now, so I ain't got them young legs like I used to. But
34. I'm finna just shoot me a 3 on LeBron, bro. My knees still hurt from me being in the alleys, no Oklahoma drills.
Look, whole body in disarray.
I'm finna get my Steph Curry
Hey.
on. I'm in range as soon as I cross half court.
Boy, about to pull up. Scoop. Man, Drew, who you got?
Go ahead and let Derrick Henry run me over.
What you go? Shoestring tackle?
Just don't let go.
He gonna hit it with the shoestring.
Oh man, play me some Pippen, man.
What's that you listening to? Hey, that's Dawg Money by the podcast on the iPhone or the iPad. Swear it got me in my zone. Please leave me alone so I can catch up on my flight back. Just 18, no plan B. Get it tuned in, understand me. Talking parlays, hitting sweet in the parfait. Getting bread like pear tree. Say it can't be, but they did it. I know some haters that still won't admit it. Boys, they so crazy they might get committed. They talk a little different, not trying to be distant, but ain't no way you come close. You say less, you be doing the most. You can sink or swim or hop in the boat, but you better not touch that remote. Cause that's all money. Get short, get tall money. Big plaques, that's wild money. Big facts, you should call that back. Cause what y'all call money is not at all money.
Dawg money.
2 men, 2 mic, 2 laptops. Too much you say, 2 lash out. Big boy then bought that cash out like cash cow.
Dawg money.
Gotta keep it a buck. Ain't nowhere else we can go here but up. A win is a win and we do it again and again until we end.
Yo, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 10 of season 2 of the Dawg Money Podcast. I go by Money Marv, and I'm sitting here with my boy Big Chubbs. And we can't forget Man Drew on the 1 and 2s.
Man, Jarvis, boing.
What it do, man?
I don't know why I'm clapping. I mean, it was a decent weekend.
You must have made some money.
I did make some money.
I made some
I've
money.
been making some money every weekend, so I'm blessed and highly flavored.
What's your flavor?
Lemon pepper.
That's crazy. Definitely barbecue sauce, Ning sauce over here.
Nah, man. Great weekend. I mean, I don't really know. Truth be told, I mean, outside of, you know what? Great weekend. Cameron been killing in baseball. Like, I had to take his bat size down from a 29 to 27 because he practices with the 29. Even though it's heavier, he swings with it and is pretty good with it. But I took it down to the 27. The homie been killing.
Yeah.
I just got to get him in track so he can learn how to run, actually. Because man. And then his Monday night game the other night, he hit, I want to say it was right off of his coach. His coach pitched it, smacked him. He run into the line. I don't even know how I caught it, but I caught it like right at the base. Him and the other kid was literally touching that about the same time. Cameron beat him out literally
beat him?
Like by an inch, bro. And I got it on film.
You know the instincts to go ahead and try to get there first, though.
Man, I was hyped about it. But how was your weekend, brother?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was hurting this weekend.
You look like you're still hurting.
I'm drinking a lot of water.
It's Wednesday.
I'm drinking a lot of water because I prepared.
What happened this weekend?
I made some money.
Okay. Keno
sports books.
Okay.
I did get thumped though. Florida thumped me.
Man,
bro.
Florida did not show up.
They didn't show up, bro.
At all.
I'm in the bed hurting. Once I saw they was down 16-0, I rolled over and went to sleep.
And I ain't gonna lie, that 8-teamer that I put out was looking so good without Florida. And who else was it? I think it was one other team on there.
Yeah, Florida.
Maybe it was Penn State first half.
Florida, the only one that got me on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I went 4 out of 5 and didn't round robin it. As far as NFL,
man, we need the right script.
but you know what? We still got NFL money this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. Player props.
Player props has been showing love.
Player props.
You
is
seen
where
the
it's
same
at.
game parlay I hit on Thursday?
Absolutely.
We didn't really put none of those picks out because again, our episodes don't post till Friday morning.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, if we ever did do that, it's going to go to the Patreon members.
Exactly.
So, sign up for Patreon since we're there.
Yeah, since we're talking about it.
We got a few tiers. Supporter, All-Pro, Heisman. I'm not Heisman. Hall of Fame.
There you go.
And starter. So, 7, 10, 5, 7, 10, 25. Great prices. If you already in there, you've already won your money.
Already.
Like, literally, you've already run your money back.
Bro, folks have been cleaning up on our picks.
For a month. You paying that much for a month?
Bro.
Man.
Byron been throwing his money in our face and talking about thank you. I'm like, bro, give me some more of that.
Thank you.
Hassan hit him some player props the other day.
Man, hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Onion blessed us with some love. You know what I'm saying? He got some money.
Goose
got some money. Marion got some money.
We out here.
Everybody getting some money.
We out here getting this dog money.
Getting that dog
money.
Getting
this dog money. But before we go too deep into talking about the Patreon, we want to bring up just quick news segments. First of all, that's why I was clapping. Let me bring it back. The Aces.
Yeah, baby.
Back into the finals here.
Final start tomorrow.
October 8th.
Oh.
October 8th. So October 8th, which is that Sunday? That's unfortunate that they got it on Sunday to start with NFL, compete with NFL.
I'm definitely going to be watching football.
I'm going to have them on the screen somewhere.
Pardon me, bro.
I'm going to have them on the screen somewhere. But no, absolutely, definitely going to be watching them. But Aces versus the Liberty. Huh?
No more cognac this week.
No more cognac?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Liberty versus Aces.
Hey,
who you got right now?
Bro, I'm the Aces.
You already know who we going with.
Bro, we called it before the season started. It was going back-to-back.
And you know what? It's some people that's actually hesitant about saying the Aces are going to win again simply because the two of the losses that we took, I think we took like 4 this season, but 2 of them came to Liberty. One in the Commissioner's Cup where they got smacked, and another regular season game. However,
they was playing with their food though.
Absolutely,
it's the finals now.
And I also feel like the Commissioner Cup was kind of like a gimme. Like, here you go, take that. We don't really want this.
Right.
We want, even though they got extra bread for winning the Commissioner's Cup, but we want that championship.
Right.
And now you got 2 things dangling over their heads.
Pause.
You got the
Pause. I'm not gonna throw the flag on you. But that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah. Okay. But you have come on, man.
Yeah.
You have the Commissioner Cup win, and then you also have Stewie getting that MVP over Asia.
Right.
So, yeah.
Which is, I mean,
it was close.
Still deserved though.
No, absolutely.
From what I've seen, she was balling.
No, absolutely. She was definitely balling, and it was really close. But as a player, I'm taking both of those as even more fuel to my fire.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
A little motivation ain't hurt nobody.
Hey, ain't hurting nobody. But how many games you think it's going to end? You know they only play 5. So what do you think?
Aces in 3.
Aces in 3 is crazy. I'm going to say Aces in 4.
You think so?
I think one goes to the crib. One goes to New York, and then they're going to beat them in New York.
I think they playing pissed off.
Yeah.
Aces and 3.
Aces and 3? Okay, I like that. Either way, it's aces. Either way, it's aces.
Either way,
it's aces. The other news goes back to basketball, and that's an update to the trade that we discussed last week. So Drew Holiday now is being traded from Portland to the Celtics.
we called that though, right?
And no, for him to go to the Celtics,
he was going to get traded again.
I think we did say
but
he might.
I think
but
off camera we suggested it'd be like crazy if he went to Boston though.
Yeah.
Because it's a perfect not substitute for Marcus Smart, but you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
you got to get somebody. Yeah,
filling
absolutely.
that void.
However, the biggest thing is you gave up Robert Williams.
Which is crazy. I didn't expect that.
That is not who I expected. But when you're talking about their roster, you got Jalen, you have
He did start all the
Jason.
problems with Jimmy Buckets though.
Yeah.
He poked the bear.
Hey, but Robert Williams is cold.
He was cold.
And he about to get a whole bunch of rebounds.
Yeah.
And the boy, pay attention to his player props because they generally keep his rebounds fairly about 9.5, 10. He going to give you about 15 if he play the whole, which in Portland, he going to play the whole time.
Right.
And then also on top of that, his player props for points is generally low. He generally can give you about a 10 and a 10, 12 and a 10.
Right.
He really good for that. So that trade is, it's in the books. I feel like, the Celtics had to make another move simply because of what Milwaukee did to make that move. So the Celtics was like, all right, now we really got to shore up that point guard spot,
Right.
which was a pretty good move on their end, especially in the East. So really quick, who do you think, just blankly right now, I know we ain't looked that much, coming out of the East, top dogs. You have the Sixers, who are generally top dog, but they don't have Doc Rivers this year. They did fire him.
That's going to be an entirely new team, so
yeah,
they got to earn
you also
themselves
have
back in the
Harden.
conversation.
Yeah, you also have Harden saying, I don't even want to be here.
Yeah,
Again.
so unprofessional, but go ahead.
So
I got my feelings about Harden.
what
My
is it?
opinions.
I want to hear some of it. Yes.
I'm like kind of over it now.
Yeah.
Like, bro, go somewhere and play basketball. But everywhere you go, you find your way out.
Everywhere.
No, seriously, everywhere
Everywhere.
he's been in the past few years, he's looking for a way out.
Houston,
Houston,
Philly,
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm kind of over it now.
The
Bro.
only place that I don't think he forced himself out was Oklahoma because they made that trade.
Yeah, but he was trying to get to Houston though because they was gonna let him play the way he wanted the ball.
Because of the system.
And I think where is Udoka coaching at now?
Udoka is it Toronto?
Wherever he's at now, I forgot. So forgive me. But
Me too.
he was supposed to go play with him, but he talked himself out of a contract because they was gonna give him the max. But he's solely focused on winning the scoring title.
He is in Houston.
Yeah, so he was gonna go back to Houston, but from what I heard though, I'm not finna say, this is what I hear from
Right.
my sources.
No, absolutely.
ESPN. This is what they
That's
talk
what he
about.
said, my sources.
This is what they talk about on the
ESPN.
internet. But yeah, he talked his way out of a max contract because he's solely focused on getting a scoring title and MVP.
Yeah, absolutely. But hey, NBA is coming up.
I
What?
see the Bucks picked up Cameron Payne too.
Yeah, they picked up Cameron
I forgot
Payne
about that.
yesterday.
Yo, Cameron Payne, also a bucket for the threes
Solid bucket off the bench too.
off the bench, and they usually give him his points player props too. So that's going to be a nice little backup to have.
I think
for
every
Dame.
player prop I put in on Payne, like I hit, because the first one was when we
when we
the
went
game.
to
Yeah, I just needed 8 points out of him. He just looked funny. He looked weird.
Hey,
The
absolutely.
hairline.
We have NBA coming up on. I think it starts October 18th. Generally, it starts about the middle of October. So I'll have to.
When baseball done.
Right, I have to take a look just to see, just to make sure. But I want to say the regular season kicks off. No, I want to say
October 24th.
October. Okay, so October 24th, regular season.
Opening night.
So now, once we get to the end of October, now you got a chance to win some money all week. So you definitely want to join. Going back to the Patreon, you definitely want to join the Patreon
Technically, you can win some money every day but Tuesday right now.
Yeah, true. But I mean, do you really want to take some games. Some games it's not worth it.
I wanted to take Middle Tennessee today.
I did too, and I did too, and I was
Wednesday, by the way,
I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I also wanted to take some baseball today. Speaking of baseball, they going into playoff play.
Yeah, they started playoffs.
So, baseball, if you like baseball, playoff play. Outside of that news,
fade all my baseball picks.
fade all of them.
I'm man enough to say that.
Hey, you got to know where you're good at, and you know where to fold them.
I did hit some baseball picks last Thursday. I parlayed with the Lions on the same game parlay.
Okay, who did you take? I can't remember.
I forgot, but I took them on the run line. They won by 6 points.
Well, hey, hit that.
Hit that Soldier Boy.
Outside of that, we roll over into our Nah, you got me thinking about ESPN. Gosh, dog it. Going over to our Dawg Money Heisman Watch.
I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. Every dog has his day, man. Every dog.
Talk about that real quick.
Let's get it.
So, you still have Michael Penix in there?
I do.
I do too. Caleb Williams is still in there. Talk about a game. Honestly, that game was a lot closer to comfort than a lot of people liked. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you almost expected it because USC, what did I say last week? They was going to find out that their defense still sucked.
Yeah. But that's a given, though.
Like, they got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because as the season goes on, you're only going to get more competition in the Pac-12 with their quarterbacks. You still got to go see Michael Penix Jr.
And they taking
you still got to see Cameron Ward.
They taking their talents to the Big 12 next year.
Absolutely. So they definitely got to get.
But the heavy hitters in the Big 12
they
going
don't
to the SEC.
Yeah, true. So they'll be the new Big 12 heavy hitters without defense, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Because you know the Big 12 don't be having no kind of defense.
No.
But we got Michael Penix in there, still balling.
I'm curious to see how that recruitment gonna go, but we'll talk about that a little later.
Okay, for sure. Caleb Williams still balling. Jordan Travis still keeping him in there.
Yeah, but he quietly in there.
Quietly.
I have no reason to take him out right now.
Not with the wins that he have.
Yeah,
like not with the wins that he is. I feel like his stats might not compare to the guys that's in there. However, with the wins that he have, I do feel like he absolutely deserves to stay there. Quinn Ewers. Is that his years?
Ewers.
Ewers.
Ewers. Like skewers, but it's Ewers. It's yours.
Ewers. So at Texas, and I have him, and then I personally, you can tell me no, yes or no. I took Sam Hartman out of it this week just because of the performance last week. However, I moved in Dylan Gabriel in his place, who has silently been having a great year.
All right, so the fan in me would say, yes, leave him there.
Yeah.
But the analyst, I wouldn't have moved Sam Hartman out of the way for Dylan Gabriel.
Now, this is my thing.
And I'm an Oklahoma fan, by the way.
Now, this is my thing.
Full disclosure.
This is my thing. When we talk about Sam Hartman, yes, he's played, but in the big games, he hasn't really shown up. So what I did was move
big
him,
games such as Ohio State.
like Ohio State.
You can't.
Who did they just play this past weekend? They also this past weekend he didn't put on a performance as he should have either. So I'll have to go back. I can't even find.
No, don't worry about it.
You
Keep
got
on
that?
Going off
but I moved him out and it could be temporarily, simply because I put Dylan Gabriel in there. And I do feel like Quinn and Dylan are going to duel it out this weekend for that big game, and then one of them got to come out.
So they played Duke last week.
Yes.
He went 15 for 30, 222 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions.
He wasn't effective like he normally was. Yeah. That game, personally,
he wasn't effective on the scoreboard, but
15 for 30 ain't really great.
No, it really ain't.
And then no touchdowns on the board either.
No touchdowns, 222 yards.
So I have to move you out.
So let me see who had rushing.
And I've been going for Sam.
I guess the defense got one too.
Yeah. So We're going to say I have Dylan, but I feel like whoever wins the game and however that kind of pans out is one of them going to kick one of them out. So on the bubble, we still have Sam Hartman. Mm-hmm. We have Bo Nix on the bubble still. We have Cameron Ward on the bubble, who with a big game against UCLA might see himself move into that one of those spots for the true Heisman. I feel like personally, because I was looking at Heisman Watch over sportsbook wise, he's not even really mentioned up there, and he low key can really slide in there.
Pause.
And make some noise. So I think personally,
that was crazy.
Hey, okay, what's wrong?
That's crazy.
That was nuts. But go ahead.
I think personally that I have to look at his props on Heisman, and I might throw like $1 or $2 or $4 or $5 or $10 just because it's probably like plus 3,000 right now.
So who's your front runner? Like if they did the presentation tomorrow?
If they did the presentation tomorrow,
who's the 3 they gonna invite, and who's the one that's gonna win it?
The 3 that they gonna invite, I'm gonna say Caleb Williams. I'm gonna say Jordan Travis. If we doing it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
And I'm gonna say Michael Penix Jr.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
And who would win out of that? I feel like it will be Caleb Williams out of just I guess you'll say fanfare
or stats, because you can't hold what the defense doing against him.
Yeah, true. But Michael Penix Jr. stats look just as impressive.
This is true. I can't wait till they meet up.
Exactly. That's why I'm like.
Let's bring this question back after they play.
Okay, bring that back. Yeah. Now, before we get out of the Heisman Watch, remember last week I said Shedeur could still be on the bubble. What do you think about that performance? Would you say, okay, we'll keep him in the bubble?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I love Shedeur, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I still believe. However, not putting up no points in a blowout, it's hard for me to just.
I mean, he did put up a point. He did throw a touchdown in there. It don't matter if it's garbage time or not.
Nah, it count.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Here's my.
It matters, but it don't matter.
He's on the bubble, but he's still behind Sam Hartman to me. He's still behind Bo Nix.
Okay. So what about the game last week, though? Because the game last week, of course, you knew what was coming with Oregon.
The game last week was expected. I didn't expect that to happen in Oregon, though.
Okay.
So since it did happen, we can't just forget it.
I didn't forget it.
Yeah.
However, the offensive line gonna force you to throw that ball.
Yeah.
But I would say his performance last week affords him the opportunity to get back in the talks. Simply because you went for 30 for 45.
It's definitely going to keep him from winning, though, if we be honest.
No, absolutely.
But
I don't think he's going to win simply because of the two losses.
That one game.
The 2 losses.
I can tolerate a loss, but that one game.
Yeah, that one game looked bad.
It looks terrible.
It looks bad, and unfortunately, it ain't all on him.
So at the end of the season, when they break down, okay, who should be here, they're going to bring this up, and then they're going to stop talking about him, if we're being honest.
True.
That's my sole reason for saying that he shouldn't be in the talks anymore.
The only way that he would... and I can't say he won't be in the talks, but the only way that he could really find himself back in like good graces, truly, as far as Heisman talk, because of that loss to Oregon,
they gotta win.
They win versus the big guys.
They gotta win.
You're talking about Oregon State. I don't see them winning out, but you talk about getting a big win over Oregon State or a win, period. Because Oregon State is balling right now. You talk about a win over Washington State.
Got to win out.
A win at UCLA.
Got to win out.
Like literally. And Utah.
They got to win out, bro.
They got to win out. And it has to start this weekend versus ASU.
You got to start right now.
Man, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 more games away. And they are tough games away. ASU ain't no punks at home. UCLA ain't no punks at home.
Speaking of ASU, I still want to go to the game, dog.
$58? Man, if I didn't have nothing to do this weekend, I would definitely be on the road.
I still might.
Go. I say go. Do it.
Might.
You ain't got nothing holding you back, dog?
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing holding you back, dog?
I ain't got no kids I got to take care of.
Hey, you ain't got nothing holding you back, dog?
One of y'all come and feed my dog?
Yeah, we got you. We got you. But outside of the Heisman talk, Just real briefly, we already kind of discussed the college football talk from last week. However, I want to briefly discuss some games that you're looking forward to this weekend between college.
The Red River rivalry.
That might be the number one game.
Yes.
So what are you expecting out of this particular game? Because last year it was a bloodbath. And
At the
unfortunately,
beginning of the season, I expected another one. But after watching how Oklahoma looking right now, they're going to put up some points. So the total is what, 64.5 right now?
that total going to soar.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Oklahoma can't tackle.
They can't tackle. And Texas is like,
They can't stop the pass.
yeah.
So, and last season it was 49-0 Texas. So I definitely expect Oklahoma to come back.
Everybody was hurting with Oklahoma too. So we got to get it back in blood this week.
Oh, I absolutely expect them to come out showing ready to play because you don't take no loss in that kind of game, 49-0, and don't think about that
I think
all season.
It's like top 5, one of the biggest rivalries in like college sports.
Absolutely.
You got that.
Absolutely.
You got Georgia, Florida, USC, UCLA.
Yep.
Alabama, Auburn.
Yep.
Miami, Florida. Actually, is
Yeah.
it more so Florida State and Florida?
I would say Florida State, Florida.
Well, you got Georgia, Florida. So I'm guessing
I would
Florida
say
State,
I would
Miami.
say over both of
in
those. Honestly,
in our lifetime has really been Miami, Florida State,
or Notre Dame, USC.
Notre Dame, USC.
You know what I mean?
They played some great games with Matt Leinart and Reggie
Man,
Bush
the
was there.
Bush put man.
The
hey,
Bush push.
That sounds crazy,
I'm not throwing a flag on myself.
but that sounds crazy. But I'm looking forward to that game. So, what are you expecting out of that particular game?
a lot of scoring, bro.
A lot of scoring.
A
So,
lack of defense.
loosely saying the over.
You know what's sad? Hold on, I'm sorry. You know what's crazy, bro? Of course, they give up a lot of points in the Big 12, but they be hitting so hard.
They really do.
In the past few games, bro, they been hitting so hard in these Texas and Oklahoma
They really
games.
do.
The Oklahoma got a linebacker so cold, number 28. You know who he really remind me of?
Who?
That white boy at linebacker for the Buffalo Bills, Milano.
Okay.
The boy is cold.
I can see that.
Sideline to sideline,
I can
all
see
over
that
the
because
field.
last week he had some hits that I was like, ooh.
Boy, I would hate to. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'd rather go against Derrick Henry than try to outrun him.
Run through him because he coming.
Pause.
God,
Pause. He coming.
him and I'm gonna let that slide. Him and Warner from San Francisco.
Hey, that's wild.
Yeah, bro, them some dogs, man.
No, Warner from San Francisco is crazy.
Dog.
Man. But
the
that
last
game,
compliment the 49ers are getting in this house,
absolutely, especially going
especially
into this week.
weekend. But we'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
we talk about that. Now, Oklahoma, Texas. Any other game that you have in my opinion, I'm personally looking forward to that 9:00 game, Maryland versus Ohio State.
It was another 9:00 game I was looking at, but I'm trying to dodge the 9:00.
LSU,
games.
Missouri.
I liked Missouri this week.
LSU, Missouri.
Missouri is 5-point dogs, and
At
for
home.
some reason,
It's calling your name, huh?
for some reason, it's calling me. I don't have
Yeah.
I don't have a statistical reason as to why I want to just bet on Missouri money line. But
You just
sometimes
gonna
when
do it.
when you got that feeling,
You got to do it.
when I get that feeling, dog money feeling.
Come on, man.
I don't know, bro. I think I'm not gonna put it on no parlay. I'm gonna just
take
straight
it?
up, just put some money on Missouri and see what happens.
I mean, you might as well throw it on like an underdog ticket
Yeah,
and round robin it.
but for me to win it, all of them got to come through.
Round robin.
And I'm not
Plus
I'm
money.
really not confident in this pick. But when you
Okay.
got a feeling, you just gotta.
You got to go with it.
I gotta play smart with it,
You also have Alabama, Texas A&M,
which
This
is wild
weekend.
because the spread on that is low.
-1.5 now.
And honestly,
It
I
has
want to take
moved.
that dog money.
You taking Texas A&M?
Why wouldn't I right now?
I ain't gonna lie to
At
you.
least first half.
First half, you might be better off. Definitely.
Texas A&M first half
Texas
sound
A&M
like
don't
a
look
game.
bad though, at all.
Alabama does.
I mean, they figuring it out. They
First
figuring
half
it
they
out.
suck.
They figuring it out though. They figuring out how to win. And Texas A&M, they've had quality wins.
Your team sucked before halftime.
They do.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay to admit
It's
that.
okay. It's okay. We already discussed how I felt about them this year anyway. But Texas A&M has definitely had some quality wins this year, and I don't expect a bloodbath. I do expect at Texas A&M for them to show up.
I expect a low-scoring game.
Yeah, and that can be a teaser easy.
Yeah.
Take the underdog easy on the teaser.
What's the total on that? You got it in front of
That total is 46.5.
This is the last pick I'm going to give y'all. Take the under on that.
Take the under on that one?
Yeah.
Outside of that, there is also Notre Dame, Louisville.
I like that game. 6 points, right?
6 points, 53.5. I don't know about the over-under on that one. But, I mean, that might be another intriguing game. They can really
score, though. So
They can.
If you touch the total, touch the over.
Absolutely.
But, you know.
But I'm looking forward to those particular games this weekend. Outside of that, you know, we'll see what happens.
I had another game that was calling me, but I don't really know if I want to touch it.
What game?
This Georgia-Kentucky game.
Man, Georgia, I feel like, I don't know. I think last week Kentucky. I'm leaning towards Kentucky because of last week. And not that Florida has been really good, but
the way they've been playing up until this point. Like,
yeah.
They're a hard team to bet against right now.
Absolutely. Kentucky has been out there playing.
And if we're being honest, I really don't pay attention to Georgia as far as their spreads anymore.
I feel like Georgia is just coasting at this point.
Yeah,
and
you don't know what type of team you're gonna get.
Yep.
Because they've never played nobody hard for 4 quarters. Pause.
And think about it. Let's look at their schedule really quick. Just because you say that, their schedule. Look at who they played: Tennessee Martin, 48-7; Ball State, 45-3; South Carolina, 24-14. Who South Carolina isn't that terrible the last 2 seasons. UAB, 49-21; Auburn, 27-20, and they almost. They were in a scare from that game with Auburn. Auburn was looking to have an upset. It wasn't until the fourth quarter. It wasn't until the fourth quarter when they turned it up and they did their championship thing and won. However, can you sustain that, especially with Kentucky? Yeah, you can go and beat Vanderbilt. Yes, you can go beat Florida. You have Missouri down the line. You got Ole Miss down the line. You got Tennessee down the line. So, you know what I mean? But Kentucky, on the other hand, they opened their seasons so far. So it's kind of like, what are we expecting? Because they opened with Ball State, Eastern Kentucky, Akron, Vanderbilt, and then beat Florida. And it wasn't even close in that Florida game.
They beat the piss out of Florida.
It wasn't even close. So
I saw it 16-0. I really rolled over and went to sleep, tried to get this hangover out the way.
I really feel like this game is going to tell us, is Kentucky real? And is Georgia still a contender to three-peat?
I think we're gonna find out Kentucky real because they've been showing it, bro.
They've been showing it, and they definitely been showing it. So yeah, that's a good game. I think we're gonna have to come back to that game over the weekend. Outside of that, we're done with that NCAA talk. Stick with us again on Patreon. We do our write-ups on NCAA. They will be provided this week. Rolling over into our Dogs of the week. NFL wise, who we got?
Let's start off with Josh Allen, bro.
Okay.
Josh Allen was considered a bum, 2 weeks ago?
Maybe, yeah. Throwing 4 picks? Yes.
Yeah, to the same person, but he got somebody paid.
He got it paid. Maybe it was just like, hey, I'm gonna throw you these.
Now I expected Josh Allen to have a good game, but I called Miami last week. You know, that was my pick, but I also was going against the grain too, because I was telling y'all, no team that scores 60 points.
60, okay.
60 or more. Anytime you score 60 or more, they have been 0-7 straight up and 1-6 against the spread
the following week
since like 1960 something. The following week, I'm like, man, this got to change because Miami look good, bro.
And maybe they just
second string running back getting 2 touchdowns a game. As a matter of fact, add him to my fantasy. I think he's still a free agent.
Hey, so would you say you giving the secondary to Stephon Diggs with him on that?
You know what? Honestly, I want to tag team him, bro.
Pause.
Kind of earn that together. What did he get? 3 tutties?
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 tutties.
The boy was balling.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't do one without the other. However, that was a big bounce back game for Josh Allen. And in a lot of sports books have him now favored in the MVP talk over Tua now because of that game. Now, do I think it stays that way? I don't. You also have Christian McCaffrey.
And just
4
for the record,
touchdowns.
we doing more than just one dog a week, bro. It was a lot of good football.
Yeah, it was a lot of good football, man. It was like we have to, we have to. We have to talk about a few more players than just that. But
We have to mention one more, though.
who's the last?
CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
The boy is balling.
Hey, he looked
Ballin'.
really good, and I'm glad he looked really good because I was telling you, hey, Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Him and Nico Collins make a great team.
Yeah.
Nico Collins, Tank Dell. Nico Collins and him is going to have some kind of chemistry for years to come. And with Nico Collins being a young receiver
And able to
and
win one-on-ones, bro.
and the way he was route running,
bro.
yo, that man, like that combination, and the Texans defense is really underrated, honestly.
Yeah, clearly.
So,
Clearly.
so we thought that it was Jacksonville easy for this
Yeah,
division,
bro.
but that division truly
it's
is
a good chance for the Texans to win that division.
it's a
dog.
good chance for them to win that division. It's up in the air. You got Indianapolis 2-2, Houston 2-2, Jaguars 2-2, Tennessee 2-2. So that's the new NFC South.
Yeah.
So anybody is up in the air.
It's up for grabs.
It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs.
Jon Snow back there going crazy.
He going crazy. Somebody must be here.
He got that dog in him. So that was our dogs of the week. We had CJ Stroud, Christian McCaffrey,
Yep.
Josh Allen, and Stephon Diggs collectively.
Absolutely. Collectively.
Yeah. Shout out to all them players, man.
So who would you say? Because now we got to talk about the bum of the week. Who is your bum of the week?
Mine,
Yes, who was your bum of the week?
I got two.
Okay, because I might agree with you on both of them. Go.
First one up, the Bears organization.
Oh my goodness. Terrible.
Bro,
How are you 0-4 right now?
They clearly showed us how they're
With
0-4.
Justin Fields having a career day.
He had a career day. He had a career half. He had a career half. And once the half was over,
It was done.
back to the dark ages.
They
bro.
said, yo, we need you to chill out. We trying to get Caleb
Bro.
Williams to just go ahead and stop playing.
Who wrote the NFL script this year?
I don't know, but we need dibs on that.
I think Will Ferrell wrote it.
You think?
Yeah, because this is comedy.
Wow, I actually appreciate that. Good.
Where can I download the script?
Hey,
Jesus
4
Christ.
touchdowns, 335 yards, 28 for 35, and y'all still
And
lost.
then halftime. And then it was a wrap after that.
Man.
Hey,
But the Bears is really a poorly ran organization.
it's a
right
poorly ran organization
now.
from the
Like
rooter
from
to
top,
the tutor, bro.
from top to bottom. Man. Outside of that, who was the second?
On behalf of all Chiefs -7.5 bettors last week, I feel so bad for y'all. I feel so bad for y'all. And everybody that had Patrick Mahomes on their fantasy league. Bro, how do you just like slide?
Number one, you lost money, and
bro,
you lost fantasy
points, bro.
Ooh.
The spread was 7.5 for most bettors. Depending on what time you caught it.
Yes.
They were up by 3.
Yes.
He could have done a cartwheel
Easily.
and
That
a
boy could
somersault
have.
and landed in the. He could have missed.
He could
And then
have.
got back up and tried again and still got into the end zone.
They were letting him.
He slid on the 2-yard line, got up and. Sorry for betting on me, y'all.
My bad.
I hope I'm not on your fantasy, dog.
My bad, dog. My
Oh,
bad.
I feel so bad for those bettors, man.
Hey, it got quiet.
They're real quiet.
It got quiet. I can only imagine what the casino was
I
like.
bet it was going nuts.
Cause you know when you wide open like that and you got the guys, let's go, and then he slid. What the? That's probably what you heard. What? Personal foul.
You got him wide open like that.
Come on, man.
And then
We
the
talking
dog-
about
all the
football,
guys,
bro.
And then you slide.
Shut up. Hey,
Hey, that's crazy, fam.
hey. You know what we talking about.
I know what you're talking about, fam.
But
But if Mason Cameron see this, bro, they gonna flag the play, bro.
they gonna flag the play. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm tagging them.
Now the
Oh shit, my ponytail coming.
The wildest thing to me, though, is that particular play. I'm not going to say it's rigged.
I'm not, but there's a script for sure.
But there's a script.
I want it.
And we need that. Outside of that, before we get into our NFL week preview, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on with Joe Burrow?
He's still hurt.
So why play him?
Because they paying him.
No, let that man sit.
Personally, if I'm Joe Burrow, bro, let me sit down for a few weeks because obviously I'm not giving you what y'all paying for.
Man, who is his backup?
I can understand why Chase is pissed off the way he is, bro. He's literally open all the time.
Because he's literally said, I'm open.
I'm always
I'm
open.
always
Pardon me for cursing.
I'm always open. And the going into the season, they were talking about sitting for a few weeks. Yeah. Granted, your backup is Jake Browning.
Who is that?
Who is these niggas?
Who are these niggas?
I don't. Yeah. So, granted, that's your backup, but at this point, play your backup because he obviously is going to do better than what Joe Burrow can give you right now.
And they got the Cardinals this week.
They have the Cardinals this week, and the Cardinals is going to win. They going to
lose to the Cardinals.
Bro, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to play for Marvin Harrison Jr.?
That's crazy because they just gave that boy a bag.
Because
they just literally before the season started, the day before, they gave this boy Joe Burrow a bag. He's now the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
And let that man rest. Let him rest because at this point he's
about to ruin your investment.
He's doing no good to you. You are 1-1 and playing the 1-1 Cardinals at home, which the Cardinals might mess around and win this game.
It's just very, very tough, bro. And Shannon Sharp's been saying this for weeks. It's very, very tough to walk into the season limping and heal.
Yes,
you have to rest.
Yes,
and it's not like it's a bone; it's a muscle. It's a not a torn muscle, but you got to let that muscle rest. You walking on that muscle every single day.
Absolutely.
You running on this hurt muscle every day.
You got to throw off of that.
You have to throw. That's his throwing leg.
That's your throwing leg. Yeah. Like that's wild, man.
That's why he can't throw it 30 yards down the field.
So you benching him for a while?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
he never should have played the first four.
Yeah.
We honestly thought that he was going to sit the first four.
It would have been smart.
Yeah.
It would have been smart. And I mean, looking at their schedule,
we need to run an NFL team.
Maybe we do. And looking at their schedule, you have Cardinals, who is a non-divisional. You have the Seahawks, non-divisional. Then you have a bye week. And then you have the 49ers. So, truth be told, if it's me, I'm sitting him this week. I'm sitting him next week against the Seahawks. And then let's see how the bye week goes.
Know how to get to the quarterback too.
Absolutely.
You see what they did to.
And let's see what it looks like. Let's see what that bye week looks like. Man.
11 sacks on Monday
and then
Night
you got to
Football.
see the 49ers.
Yeah. And they know how to get to the quarterback too.
And then the Bills.
And they know how to get to the quarterback.
And then the Texans. And then the Ravens.
They been getting to the quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You got to go ahead and rest him, man. But you know, that's a decision that, you know, you might want to tread lightly with as ownership because you just paid him all this money and it would be...
And you've had time to prepare your second string because you walked into the season expecting to play him anyway.
You already knew what happened weeks ago, months ago. Like, he hurt himself in training camp. What, the first day?
On a non-contact.
The first day, right?
Non-contact play, yeah.
Yeah, outside of that, man.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we played the actual injury on one of our earlier episodes before the season started.
I think we did. And, you know, hey, unfortunately, you know, I hate to see anyone hurt, but that's part of the game, to be real with you. Going out to our NFL week 5 now, right?
Yeah, 5
Week 5 preview. So, the 3 games that we chose to discuss here was the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. That's a 10 o'clock game, our time. You got the New York Jets versus the Denver Broncos. That's a 125 game, our time. And then we got the Cowboys versus the 49ers, which is the primetime game for the night.
Wait, hold on. The Jaguars playing in London again?
Again, bro. So they already there. If they went home, they foolish because they already there.
I don't know how I feel about that 5.5.
I'm going to tell you what I'm doing is I'm going to take the Jaguars on that plus.
One thing the Jaguars do in London is play well.
Is they play well.
Play there often.
Absolutely. That's their second home.
This is my first time realizing that they're playing in London again.
Yeah, I looked at that today, and then guess what? They already there.
Yeah.
They have their time already in their system. They're rested. They on their time.
And the Bills just went nuts last week.
Yes.
I don't know. I might want.
Yes. That plus 5.5.
I just dropped Trevor Lawrence today.
Oh man, I told myself I'm gonna give him another week to see what he do.
C.J. Stroud was available.
I don't know who I got available because the ones I'm in with that I have Trevor as the quarterback. I feel like all the quarterbacks are on, but at this point I'm about ready to take Sam Howell over Trevor Lawrence.
We didn't cut 2 people from the league already.
Man, who you cut?
First week was David.
Oh.
This week we had to cut DJ Omeezy, bro.
Oh.
That one kind of hurt my heart. He the reason why I did the league.
Somebody got to lose. He said the reason why. Somebody got to lose. But while we in this, so we have the Houston Texans, fresh off of their win. They 2-2 on the season. And we have the Atlanta Falcons. And both of them young teams, look good. What's your take on the game, though? What is your take on this particular game?
I'm kind of liking Houston over the Falcons.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's where I personally am leaning.
I need Bijan Robinson to give me some work, though.
Personal foul. Pause.
No, I need that work.
No.
I need at least 2 touchdowns, my boy. You went 2 weeks without it.
Hey, this could be a game where he gets maybe a touchdown, 2. Houston does give up yards rushing. Mm-hmm. So this could definitely be a Bijan type of game.
You can also count on Pierce getting a tutty, too.
Absolutely. Because he is starting to find his stride again.
Yeah, for you player proppers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damian Pierce.
He's starting to find his stride again. So I'm looking forward. This is actually one of the games I'm looking forward to doing a player prop on. Just because, this is going to be a good game against young teams. And if we talking quarterbacks right now, honestly, I'm taking C.J. Stroud over Desmond Ridder. So if it comes down to I'm
taking him because he's better than Ridder.
Absolutely. And if it comes down to quarterback play is going to win you the game, give me the Texans.
If he can't figure out how to throw to Kyle Pitts,
man,
it's going to be a long day.
It's going to be a long day. And, I mean, Kyle Pitts and Drake London. Drake London has only caught the ball 11 times on 22 targets.
In 4 games?
11 times in 22 targets.
What's the stat on Darren Waller?
Darren Waller? I don't know. We'll have to go to Darren Waller.
He on the wrong damn team. They traded him for
honestly, Kyle Pitts, man, he might need to find his way up out of Atlanta.
Jerry.
Because they don't know how to use him.
Jerry.
Please.
Go make the
call now. We need him now. Go make the call now.
Who else can use a tight end right now?
Who?
Raiders can use a tight end right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they got rid of their tight end, so they definitely could use a tight end. They could use a lot of things.
Yeah, let's get back on our game. Because I almost started talking about the Jets again.
We got to go into the Jets now. The Jets versus the Broncos. Really, the real reason why this game is mostly intriguing because you really could have took the Chiefs and the Vikings, but we gave the Chiefs like 2 slots already so far this year.
And I'm tired of talking about.
And I'm tired of talking about
screwing the pooch.
I'm really tired of Taylor Swift talk. To be honest with you,
we are not saying her name on this platform anymore.
No, we're not.
That's the last time.
Yeah, it is. But
it's the last time.
I'm tired of hearing that every time I'm watching the game.
You know what I'm tired of hearing? A female saying how she made him. What? What?
You're pissing me off. Now, if you want to see a table flip, there's
very few females I will just sit down and talk football with because I know some women that know football. And
they really have you ran into a female that really thinks that really thinks that?
That unnamed young
that
lady.
She made Travis Kelce.
Yeah, said it out loud.
Wow, that's
you see it all
crazy.
over the internet. Like, these women is crazy.
That's crazy.
We love y'all women, but y'all be delusional at times.
So, going back to the game for that slot there, you have the New York Jets, 125. The Jets are going to Denver. The biggest thing between that was mostly Sean Payton's statements about Hackett going into the season. Now, I think this would have definitely been a bigger story and a totally different story if Aaron Rodgers was playing. I think if Aaron Rodgers was playing, he'd probably try to put 50 up on him, to be honest with you.
Because, he was really defending his offensive coordinator.
He would probably try to put 50 on him.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of this game? And before we get there, I will say Zach Wilson, he showed a whole different kind of level last game. He looked comfortable.
Last week, he looked like the number 2 overall pick.
Absolutely.
A number 2 overall pick that needs some work.
Yes.
But he looked poised. He held himself accountable for when he made mistakes. Granted, that fumble sucked, bro. It was very unfortunate. But up until then, bro, you played a good game.
You could just see the progress.
Yeah.
In that game,
it was like he also had a lot of motivation because everybody's just shitting on him everywhere he goes.
The port,
you getting booed at home.
I don't know.
Joe Namath got off his walker and said that. Joe Namath, bro. He wasn't even alive when Joe Namath made a name for himself, but yet
he probably didn't even know who.
He decided to figure out how to make a video.
He probably didn't know Joe until he got to New York,
bro.
Man,
talking about he got to go.
Hey, I really be feeling like his coach is probably the worst when it comes. Like I really like. I don't know. Shalad he be kind of pissing me off because it's like, he's young. He got talent. Give him a chance. Trying
to avoid the clickbait. He's trying not to say something that they're going to ridicule him for like the next day.
Yeah.
Bro, just answer the question.
Just answer the question. And plus, it's always on his face because last year you gave him the clickbait because you were one of the main ones feeding into this narrative that he's just trash and terrible, and that's why you went out and got.
We need Aaron Rodgers.
Yes. So now it's your time to eat that. So I really hope he continues to. Yes, I really hope he continues to grow.
I hope so too.
But what about this game? What are we talking about? We got Zach Wilson.
I like it to
Russell
be
Wilson.
I like it to be a low scoring game.
Low scoring game.
I mean,
defense.
I can see it being up in the 40s.
Okay.
But not going crazy.
Brees Hall off of the pitch count is what they saying.
Oh yeah.
So they're gonna give him more.
They finna let him get some work.
They're gonna let him get some more running.
I hope he can stay healthy.
I think he's there.
You see, the Broncos got rid of
Randy Gregory.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't done
I haven't
nothing.
really seen him on the field anyway.
10 games.
Why are we paying this fool?
Why?
Why do we take him from Dallas?
Why?
Jerry.
Thank you.
Go get him.
No, don't go get him.
No. Get him for cheap.
If you go get him for cheap.
Get him for cheap and put him back on the field if he can find himself back.
If he can find him back, I mean, our rotation is solid right now.
Our rotation is great. But
so
if he can mesh,
hey,
make it work.
I wouldn't even. I mean, honestly, at this point, I let him sit for a second, No,
let him get acclimated to the system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but back to that game.
Only no dogs on the table is all I'm saying.
You got Zach Wilson. You got Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson been playing pretty well this year. Most of the talk is not about them. Honestly, that's another. I would say this is another poorly ran organization is the Denver Broncos right now, from top to bottom.
Yeah,
I feel like ever since they had to sell the team because of the deaths of the heads, like they have been in just I don't know purgatory at this point. You made poor decisions to get Russell.
Is John Elway? Is he still head of football operations?
I want to say he is. I want to say he
him
is.
And Sean Payton need a good solid year or two.
But I think he's done after this year.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I think Sean Payton need a year or two to kind of get things how he would imagine it. Because again, he's just playing with what he walked into.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why he had those comments about Nathaniel Hackett, which could have been very well true.
Yes.
Just very unprofessional for him to say it the way he did. So.
And the thing is, it's an NFL team, so you absolutely have talent. You may have guys that just have not bought in. You have guys, of course, when you get paid like that, you got a team full of men making business decisions. Exactly. So it ain't. You're gonna have to really, have them buy in to what you're selling. if you're not selling what they want to hear, this is in the NFL.
Right.
It's going to either be not for long for them or not for long for you at the end of the day. So business decisions has to be made. Denver Broncos definitely got to get it together. I absolutely, personally, I would love to see, I don't know. I just want to see a good game, personally. Yeah. I want to see a good game, but I definitely
Zach Wilson have a good game.
I really want to see him have a good game. I want to see
Garrett Wilson get some touches or some receptions.
I need him to get touches.
Oh, you got him.
I have him in maybe 2 of my leagues.
I want to see Bryce Hall get loose.
Brees,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you good. Yeah. I always mess up.
I want to see him get loose.
He definitely gonna get loose.
I always want to see Russell Wilson have a good game though, because as a talent, bro, Russell Wilson is solid. It's always been solid.
Absolutely.
It's just so far in Denver, it just hasn't panned out the right way.
And it's just because the organization is just bad.
Because look at the Bears in Chicago. You can't put none of that on Justin Fields.
The organization is just bad. He showed you in the
first half he's a dog. It's just
the organization is just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad. But out of this game, I do feel like the Jets may have the upper hand. Given Zach Wilson walking into they absolutely have the better defense. Zach Wilson walking off of that game last week, the way he played, probably did the most for him.
I bet you he make no mistakes this week.
Because this week he going to be ready. He going to go right into Denver and be ready. So I'm looking forward to that game. Now we're going to talk about this Cowboys versus 49ers. What we expecting?
I don't want to see what we've been seeing for the past 2 years with these fools. Expect a low-scoring game. Very defensive heavy. Expect our D-line to get busy. We're going to get to Brock Purdy.
Yep, absolutely.
Expect them boys to get to Dak.
Yes.
Dak might get touched a few times.
Yes. Hopefully we got some of our linemen back.
Yeah, I think we're getting them.
Tyron was hurt last week.
Yeah, Tyron
he always hurt. You always hurt. I think your mama ain't never at home.
When he finally beat the Niners, he gonna retire.
Your mama ain't never at home. That's how I feel about it. Your mama, you ain't never played in the game lately. Like, what's wrong with you, man? But
but I do want to see Dak go out there and be poised, make good decisions. I want to see Mark McCarthy call a good game.
Yeah,
I definitely like to see another running back in our running back room.
Man, we need an enforcer type of running back. We saw last week, even though we blew them out, we clearly saw that we still want Zeke on that roster, bro. Absolutely, because he's going to get you the short yardage touchdowns.
Yeah,
and
we're having trouble scoring in the red zone.
So if we can't get him back, you know who's on the waiver on the free agent list right now that I would love us to pick up?
Lenny.
Absolutely, Super Bowl Lenny. Go ahead and get him because he can get you.
Yeah, the short yardage touchdowns. Yards you need.
Yes, absolutely.
He's gonna hurt whoever try to stop him too.
And that's what we're gonna need, and that's what I hope they figure out that we're gonna need. Cowboys, I'm personally expecting a good game defensively. Although we don't have Diggs, I do expect our front six to go crazy. You know what I mean? They're gonna get to Brock Purdy.
But thank God for depth on the
absolutely
in the
that DB room.
Ball, yeah.
Yeah, because
Bland is a great dog.
Yes, and then Jordan Lewis. Yes, that one game that we lost in Arizona, he was just getting back on the field from injury.
Yeah.
So he's still got to get back acclimated, but he's a dog too. Yeah. So the 49ers
last week.
I think the keys to stopping. The 49ers do have a lot of weapons. Kittle hasn't been proven to do much this year. However, you do have to worry about stopping. No, you can't count him out. But can you stop CMC production? Yeah. Because if you stop him running, he can get production in the pass.
True that.
You know what I mean?
My thing is we got to get to Brock Purdy.
Yes, absolutely.
We have to disrupt what they got going on offense. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't touch him, get a hand in his face. You know what I'm saying?
Something.
Disrupt him. You know what I'm saying?
Because his favorite target is IU.
Honestly, if you think about their offense, bro, their offense is about timing. If you can get to this spot in this amount of time, the ball gonna be there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't even got to beat your coverage. Just be it right here in this spot.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody want to play this 49ers man-to-man coverage.
And this game is going to determine a lot. And I think this game, win or loss for us, is going to tell our organization, our heads in our organization that, hey, this is what we need. We need to go find this person or this person so that way we can solidify this run that we're really trying to make.
Right.
You know what I mean? because the 49ers are truly loaded.
Yeah, they stacked, bro.
They are loaded.
I'm not even gonna hate.
They are loaded.
I hate them, but I'm not gonna hate on them. They stacked, bro.
They're loaded.
Yeah.
So it's going to tell them exactly what we need to solidify what we're trying to do. So I'm just looking for a really good game. I don't know where I'm finna watch the game at just yet. I'm gonna have to catch it somewhere,
right.
But I don't know where I'm gonna watch this game.
I'm not finna sit in the house and watch this game.
Nah, I can't sit in the house and watch this game. I might have to get with Marion. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be with Marion. And
we
all
can
his
set something up, bro.
we gotta figure something out.
We can find us a spot and set something up, bro.
We gotta do something.
We got some resources out here.
Okay, for sure. Let's make it happen. Marion, if you watching this, let's make it happen.
He better be watching this. I watch all his episodes.
He gonna watch this. He gonna watch this. Going to our dog pick of the week. You want to give a prop or you want to give a pick? I want to give a pick.
Yeah, go ahead and give us a pick, bro.
Who you like this week as a dog?
I'm gonna let you go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, because I gave mine out earlier today already.
Who was yours earlier today?
I might have to rock with Missouri, dog.
Okay, so your dog pick of the week is Missouri. College.
Here's my thing, though. Hear
Okay.
me out. I'm not confident, but when you got a feeling, you got a feeling.
When you got a feeling, you got a feeling.
I just haven't decided on the points or just the straight up money.
Okay, so.
But you know me, I'm gonna probably go for that dog money.
So.
LSU just not giving what they supposed to give right now.
No, they're not. they
did I say that right?
No, yes, you did. You did. You got the Texans this week as dogs.
Oklahoma.
You got the Vikings this week as dogs, and they got to get a win. You got the Jets this week as a win this week. You got the Jets this week as dogs. Honestly, man, if I'm looking at this, call me crazy. Give me Jacksonville.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy though.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's crazy in London.
Not in London.
Yeah. Not after they've been there for 2 weeks.
But I'm gonna say Jacksonville, but I'm gonna also really say I really like the Jets to go into Denver and get a win. Dog pick. Jets going to Denver.
What
get
about
a
college?
Win.
You got one for college?
College wise, let's see really quick. Let me scroll through. I'm going to say college wise. Hear me out.
Honestly, I feel like it can be a dog day on Sunday looking at this stuff.
College wise, I'm going to go Washington State over UCLA.
Word.
That's it.
Okay.
Washington State over UCLA.
Okay, big fella.
Washington State over UCLA.
Yeah, man, I like a lot of dogs this weekend, bro. I love Oklahoma. That's a fan pick, though.
Yeah,
but absolutely. I feel like Oklahoma can cover the six.
I feel like they can do that.
I like Missouri. I only like Missouri because I haven't been happy with the way LSU has been playing. Let's just be real about it.
Yeah.
And Missouri is tough at the house.
Yep.
Let's see. As far as NFL, I kind of want to rock with the Jets, man. They got the better defense.
So you going to Jets?
I'm going to go with the Jets.
All right, so official pick. Marv says Mizzou for college, NCAA, money line, right?
Forget it, money line.
Money line?
Let's go money line.
Mizzou money line, New York Jets money line. That's Marv's picks. My picks, Washington State money line, New York Jets money line. You got anything for the people?
You know the same thing I say every week, man. Like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, tell 10, tell 20, that we getting that
dog money. If you smell that grass, tune in to Patreon. If you haven't signed up yet, go ahead and sign up. Yeah. Get this dog money with us. We're trying to build this community. Let's go get it.
And let's go Aces, baby.
Let's go Aces.
And let's go Buffalo.
Let's go. Let's go.
I still believe, baby.
Let's go Cowboys.
I still believe, baby.
Roll Tide. But we're soon. Just shoot it out everything.
Y'all remember when Bobby Boucher came back at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl?
Oh my God.